This is Spooktacular Area created by Heather Brown. This unit was created for third grade students based on the third grade standards that Illinois currently uses. This class should have around 25 students in it next school year. There are a wide range of interests and preferences for learning. These students will have already explored area slightly by using repeated addition, which can be tied in with multiplication. They will also be familiar with multiplication strategies and fluency. This unit generally falls around Halloween time, so I tied it to that holiday. To expand on it, I want to have the students create a trifold pamphlet persuading people to come to their haunted house. They will use persuasive writing to attract people, informative writing to describe the house in detail, and narrative writing to add a short story about something spooky that happened there. However, this is the math unit, so back to math. While this is a blended classroom, I look forward to creating the lessons and some of the assignments using Storyline 360. I am very excited about this because the more I play with it, the more I can learn and discover. And yes, my face probably looks just like that as I am playing with my new toy. The review, finding area, and word area problems are all set up similarly to assist with student learning. First, I will introduce them to the topic or review the topic. They will get to see an example of how to solve problems for each topic. After moving on from the lesson, they will have the opportunity to practice. These will be multiple choice questions. The characters act as the teacher and they will provide the students with immediate feedback. If they get the answer correct, the character will tell the student a little joke to help motivate them. I may try to see if I can get them to do a funny dance or poof into a vampire bat or some other silly response also. If they make a common error, like adding the width and length instead of multiplying, the character will explain why the answer is incorrect and direct them on how to get the correct answer. The students can leave the practice session at any time to go back to the lesson to review or move on to the assignment portion if they feel they already have the objective mastered. Once they have moved on, they will notice there is a wide range of assignments. I purposely chose to include a variety of types of assignments to avoid boring and monotonous worksheets. From the home screen, the learners can select the review arrow to review previously learned information about repeated addition and area. Once they have clicked on the arrow to review, they will be greeted by some ghastly ghosts. They may choose to review, practice, or move on to the assignment. For the review portion of this course, the assignment will be to complete a 3-question exit ticket. Once the students have completed the review, they may select the sign at the bottom corner to return to the home screen. This is available on each screen. After returning to the home screen, the students will choose Finding Area on the sign, which will take them to a petrifying pumpkin patch. This section is also set up in the 3 parts described earlier. After this section, the students will be able to apply the area formula to discover area of a rectilinear shape and calculate the missing side of a rectilinear figure given one side and the area of a shape. For the assignment, the students will create their own 4 to 5 question assignment and trade it with a partner to solve. This will show that they have a strong grasp of the concept since they will be required to create their own problems. The partner may also recognize that the other partner is misunderstanding a portion and can assist in their learning by showing them the correct way to complete the problem. After becoming basic area wizards, the students must learn to apply their knowledge to the real-world situations by solving area word problems. This time, they are whisked away by some wacky witches. This portion is again set up into 3 parts. After this portion, the students will be able to apply the area formula to discover area of a rectilinear shape and calculate the missing side of a rectilinear figure given one side in the area of the shape. To assess student learning, the students must create 2 short comic strips explaining how to solve 2 different area word problems. They will have several to choose from to assist in making them feel that they have more control since they have some choice in their assignment. They will be expected to be able to show the correct steps to get the answer they recorded. Once the students are comfortable with the other area standards, they will be able to create their very own spooktacular haunted house. After this section, the students will be able to create rectilinear shapes based on properties of area provided through the creation of a blueprint. The spider will drag the scroll onto the screen with the directions and expectations for what is expected on their blueprint. The students will collaborate with another student to create an accurate and creative haunted house. They may choose to create the blueprint on graph paper by hand or using their choice of computer programs. There will be examples available and the students can review the material on previous pages. The students will be assessed on the blueprint using a rubric after the peer review session. When the students have completed their haunted house to their liking, they can click on the peer review to upload their blueprints and view other groups' works also. The students will be expected to post on at least 3 other blueprints. They will search for errors, give compliments, and suggestions to improve the blueprint. After receiving feedback, the collaborating group can then adjust before turning it in for a grade. The students will be assessed on this portion using a rubric based on their participation in the reviews and the accuracy of their comments. I provided a links section to extend the learning opportunities for the students. This allows for learners who may learn differently from the way I teach an opportunity to view the information differently. These topics will also allow students to learn even more about the topic. In addition to the information included in the previous slides, each slide will also contain spooky thunderstorm sound effects in the background behind the narration, which will also be available as a script if needed. However, the buttons are labeled and simple text is provided to assist with navigation, so the script may not be necessary. There will also be a sound when different icons are selected. For example, a ghost will make a ghostly noise and a witch will cackle. Since not everyone likes the sounds, I plan to use a way to turn the background sounds off so they only hear the narration. Finally, math is my true passion in teaching. It breaks my heart when students do not like math because they either find it hard or useless. Therefore, I find it especially important to create unique and engaging activities that can be tied to real-life experiences. One of my favorite parts of teaching is having former students find me and tell me how much they loved learning about fractions through pizza parties or memorizing their multiplication facts through using songs. It is vital to make math engaging for students to spread the love of math.